look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a beautiful day. It's a Sunday. The weekend is here. We done made it. Of checking these buttons, chapters down below if you want to skip around, and of course that sub button right there on the race to 70K. So we got some hot topics to say the least. You definitely want to check out those chapters, and you definitely want to check out the special guest of Dirty to the Low.
That's right. That's a proper entrance. That's how we do it. That's how I like to be treated about here.
You know
you
what I'm
put
saying?
some respect on my name finally, bro.
Got to. I had to bring you in the ring.
Yeah, bring me in. That's how we do it, bro. I come in hype.
We're about to talk about some good stuff. Hope you guys are ready because we're about to check some buttons. Let's go. And now into the, for some reason, everybody in the gaming community wants games to fail, buttons that need to be checked. Okay. So this debate, I say, has come and gone throughout the years, right? Nadeshot, very prominent member of the gaming communities, started this debate, I would say, a couple of days ago. Not only FGC, but gamers, period, kind of got into it. All right, let's go ahead and check out this clip first and see what we got. Let's go.
There's something weird that has happened in the gaming community. I'm serious, too, when I say this. For some reason, everybody in the gaming community wants games to fail. It's very bizarre. Like, the whole thing with X-Defiant is still, like, stumps me to this day. People complain about not having enough games to play, but when new games come out, even before they have played it, they're like, that game sucks, I'm not going to play it. Listen, man, if we keep tearing down these studios trying to make good games, like, yeah, not every single one is going to be fun, and not every single one is going to be a hit. But if we're sitting here, like, preying on its downfall before the game even comes out, what do you think's going to happen? Nobody's going to be investing in gaming and making new games. And you're not going to have shit to fucking play. You're going to be sitting here playing MW2 Remastered Edition. You're going to be sitting here trying to play fucking the same old games for the 1,000th time because these billionaires and fucking multi-billion publishers, they're not going to greenlight any new games, any new concepts, any new IP. I mean, I try to put myself in the shoes of myself when I was like 16 years old, but I can't. I was excited for new games when they came out. The problem is now we have too many options. We've seen too many different games. We've seen too many different ways to interact with games. Like, back in the day, bro, when in 2007, when Halo 3, Gears of War 1, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare dropped the same fucking year, bro, we were lined up outside of GameStops, whether it was in a mall or attached to a fucking Hollywood Video, sitting there waiting, camped out, drinking fucking Mountain Dew, waiting for these new games for the midnight release. Everybody was so excited about it.
Okay.
Now when new games come out, we're fucking sitting around a goddamn fire witch artifact, like doing a satanic ritual for the game to fail miserably. I don't really get it.
All right, there we go, man.
I mean, look.
You don't really get it. How you feeling about that, man?
It's kind of a heated topic, like, because you do see it. You see it with certain games coming out, and there's already a lot of backlash to it, saying this is not what we want. And I kind of feel what he says. Like, part of me is thinking he's kind of right. The community does seem like games want to fail, stuff like that.
Yeah. And
hey, these multi-billion-dollar corporations aren't going to greenlight this stuff. But at the same token, I'm like, as a gamer who's played games all my life, not just fighting games, every genre imaginable, from RPGs to shooters to simulations, I find myself having a lot of options to play games, but nothing is gripping me. I like he says, I've kind of seen it all.
What comes to my mind is automatically NRS, because they put out constant fucking MK after MK, and it always has a very small shelf life.
Yep.
And we always bash, not just us in general, but, you know, the gaming community, bash the shit out of it. Like, every version, we're hype in the beginning, and then a fucking witch fire, right? And we burn that shit. And don't get me wrong, sometimes, obviously, it is deserved, right? But it happens all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
It happens all the time. And they keep coming back. But I guess at the end of the day, they're making their money.
Yeah.
Right.
They're making their money. These things are selling millions of copies, but at the same token, I think this is a bad take also too.
Okay.
Because being a gamer, when I see certain games come out, I can immediately tell they're kind of trash. Case in point, Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, Star Wars Outlaws is a new single-player kind of experience coming out, right? And it looks dead on arrival. Like, they show gameplay. It's not what people want. Like, I think my point I'm trying to say is, it's like, games that are coming out these days, it's not what people want. Because we've been fed shit for so long. We've been fed the same Call of Duty game forever. It doesn't change. Everyone's like, oh my God, the new Call of Duty looks so good. It's the same shit. It plays the same. Oh, we'll give you access to weapons this year. Oh, you know what? Next year, we're taking those weapons away and then we're going to add them as fucking DLC. Like, I don't get it. And we're tired of it. Because why? Because the studios are milking us. They know we want to buy these games. They know we want to play the new experience. They make it harder to get entry level in. And then, of course, we're microtransaction to death. We're live service to death on sometimes games that it doesn't even make sense. It didn't make sense to make Suicide Squad a live service game. Avengers, I love the Avengers. They made an Avengers game a few years ago, and it sucked balls, and it's the horrible live service. And if it was any good, I'd still be playing that game probably because I love action adventure games.
Right. So what you're saying is, just because we have some bad apples in the bunch doesn't mean that gamers don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, dude. Yeah. We know what we're talking about. We know the duds.
What do you think
we don't want to play the new Assassin's Creed. It's just you're making Assassin's Creed in Japan. Yeah, fucking Ghost of Tsushima did it better. Why are you... We don't want this game anymore. We've seen it. We've done it. Give us something else. Give us a lore night. It seems like ideas... just get rehashed. Oh, this worked here, so we'll make our version. You know? Where are the people trying to destroy the new Elden Ring DLC? Where are the people trying to destroy Elden Ring, an amazing game? Where are the people trying to say, you know what? Cyberpunk ended up starting in a bad time, but now and Phantom Liberty is amazing. AAA games or like C games. There's no AA games, single B games anymore. A game just made for the sake of being fun. And when those games come out, they shine and they sell.
Well, y'all know how Dirrty Lo feels about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I knew he was gonna kill this topic. He has a lot of valid points. How y'all feel it? Let me know. And now we're to the next set of 2XKO. People complaining, people quitting. You ain't like us. That's what they saying. Buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so we know people got to play the beta, right?
Yeah.
I think it's still going on. The alpha, right? It's still going on right now. I don't know if you saw it, but there was hella pros that were given like keys, like 100 keys.
Your boy got a key.
Yeah.
Like that's shocking.
They were posting like, hey, I got 100 keys. Who wants them? They were just giving them all to everybody, right? So anyway, with that being said, the topic going around was like the touch of deaths going on, which we'll talk about that in a second. So people were complaining about that. But another one was apparently a lot of people were saying, I suck at this game or it's too hard, I'm out. Like already quitting. So we got some tweets we're going to cover right now. I'm going to put the first one on the screen right here. Saying, y'all complain about going on a 20-game losing streak in a fighting game. The game sucks and you quit. But the same people lose 200 times in Elden Ring and they grind it out until they get good enough to win. The game doesn't suck. You get good. And then Sherry Jennings posts on that as well saying, I see people getting demoralized for losing a lot in 2XKO. Just know, fighting games were never for the weak of heart. Pucker up, Buttercup. You're in for a ride. And then I even see a Filipino man posted on this saying, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have empathy for those or the mentality to know how to help people who want to give up on fighting games on day one. Like, I think it is just true that it isn't for you, but why do people expect to instantly be winning on something they're new in? And then down below he says, like, it sucks at losing at first, but I cannot understand who wants to give up right away. Like, is it a natural thing to think, okay, I'm losing and, you know, how do I improve and beat it? Even Viscount, right? Mr. You're gonna want to take the taste of my dick out of your mouth. Yeah, there it is right there. All right. So even Mr. Viscount posts on this as well saying, maybe it's mean to say, but I generally believe fighting game players are built differently. Like after spending 25 years of playing competitively, you can just sense which of the new blood will stick around and be a problem just based on how they handle losses early. And others right here are just saying that, they played for 20 minutes and the game sucks. So yeah, you played it.
I've been playing it.
You've been playing
I've
it.
been playing it.
Now, we'll talk on the touch of death second. But first of all, this take of, if you're quitting right off the bat, it kind of leaks into that first discussion because you were like, gamers have a sense.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they have a sense. Do you think that applies here? Or do you think, nah, true fighting game players will stick around longer than day
I think
one?
so. First off, because Riot has been kind of coming out and promoting this as like a beginner-friendly game,
Okay.
when
Yeah.
opposite, it's true. This is not a beginner-friendly game. You have a beginner-friendly fuse that allows you to just tap buttons and you do a combo, and then if you tap the medium, it ends in Super 1, and then hard ends in Super 2 or your level 3.
Okay.
But that is not the game. The game is actually very difficult. It's very mechanically deep. And right now, there's not a lot of great tutorials to teach you the game. When I first got into the game, I learned the systems. I didn't really know how to use them. I didn't really know how the combo structure worked.
Okay.
Now, I picked it up because I have experience in fighting games.
Yeah.
And I've won some matches and I've lost some matches, but I'm good enough at this point where I can do tag combos, assist combos, launch it in the air, knock down, have my assist come in, hit, me launch again, and then a super, double down with another super or a level 3 and do like 60%, 70% damage, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm playing against other guys who can do that are way better than me. And it is not fun. Now I stick around because I'm used to it.
Okay.
That's just the name of the game with fighting games. That is true. But for a supposedly beginning-friendly game, and this is what I was worried about when I was playing this beta and really trying to learn it, I'm like, dude, how are new people gonna stick with this game? Because this isn't a beginner-friendly game.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty difficult. It was difficult to kind of get the feel for it, especially because, it's like a modern control system. It's like you don't cancel. You don't have motions to cancel. You don't have a fireball motion, uppercut motion, 360 motions, none of that. You have special 1 and special 2, and you hit forward or down or maybe diagonal or back, and one of the special buttons to do a special. It took me a while to be like, oh, I've got to press these buttons when I'm so used to naturally just canceling for a special move.
Yeah.
And I would have picked up the game a lot quicker to learn it if that was it would have been like, okay, I get this now. But no, it's like, dude, I have to memorize this. I've got these buttons. I've got the tag button. I've got parries. I've got push blocks. I've got advancing guard. I've got your sparking blast to get combos off of you. I've got like this meter that I got to watch out for blocks, and then I got to watch out for assist, and then I got to watch out for tags, and then I got to watch out for everything. And then it's still new, so you're just trying to learn how does the frame data work? What does plus block mean?
Yeah.
What works with this plus the character? It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I understand why people who've never really played a fighting game before, maybe played League, they got this, they're playing it, and be like, yeah, I'm not playing this because the monsters are destroying. I'm getting destroyed.
It does remind me though, like this attitude.
Yeah.
When I played Street Fighter V, I was the first one.
Oh yeah, you were.
I was the first one, and I was like to say, day one playing it, everybody was hyped because it's Street Fighter V, right? Why wouldn't you be hyped? I was the first one in that group, our group, to be like, this game fucking sucks.
Yes.
And then
yes, you were.
Everybody else was calling me stupid.
Yeah, we're like, this is a
They're
great look at
bro,
it. Ken looks cool. Look at this one combo you can do.
And granted, I was getting my ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I was getting my ass kicked, right? Everybody else was just like, no, it's this and that, and I'm miserable. And obviously, Guile's not even in the game yet, so I'm just like, bro, this is it. This game sucks. Like everything sucked, and I held on to that attitude
So long.
For
And you were
so
right.
long.
And you were right. You were right, bro. You're right.
And then what happened? Lo and behold, everybody was like, this game sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There's like 4 people. I know there's 4 of you out there right now watching that actually love the game. There's at least 4. Maybe 3. Anyway, to you 3, I get it. That's the game you like to play. Go ahead, play your game, baby. But I'm saying for me, I was like what he was saying. I played enough Street Fighter through my whole life to kind of figure out, for me, what sucks and what I'm going to bounce on day one.
Yeah.
But because of the content creation
Yeah.
and all that other stuff. Like, it's the same thing that fucking Excellent Adventures did. Mike Ross,
Yeah.
they didn't want to play Street Fighter
No,
5.
they did. That's why it died,
They
basically.
hated Street Fighter
it.
5, but they had to play it.
Yep.
But that's the game that basically killed the fucking show. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
they didn't want to really play that game. It wasn't the same anymore. Anyway, long story short, going from this now to the discussion from all the touch of deaths.
Okay.
How you feeling about that?
So, all right, so the game is fun.
Okay.
On a fundamental level, the alpha's been impressive because it's very bare bones as far as UI and stuff like that and button mapping and stuff like that. But the lobbies work. The matches work. The netcode, I'm not even thinking about, oh my God, this netcode is amazing, because it's just, I haven't had any issues. I don't think I've played one match where I've had any type of lag.
Okay.
But the gameplay itself, the graphics, the way it works, it's fun. The problem is the touch of death. People found them real quick. The damage is high right now. Ari's got a glitch where one of her specials resets the damage scaling. So you die in a heartbeat. Combos are like 20 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
So you get hit once, all of a sudden you're just sitting there and being like, I'm taking this. I don't have meter to burst out of this. Like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get my other character in. Oh, I'm dead again. I just got mixed up by Echo. Oh, great.
But does it seem like something like, because I would imagine the canons, they do really good work of listening and whatnot. Does it seem like something you think they'll tweak?
So
You know what I'm saying?
Riot has came out repeatedly on Twitter, and they actually did a 10 to 12 minute video talking about the alpha so far.
Okay.
So they understand that okay, first off, the damage is high in this game. They have it tuned up high because they want the matches to be quick. So because they're testing it out, this is an alpha. They're starting to see like, oh, look at all these synergies. They know where the touch of deaths are happening, where the craziness is happening, what combos, what fuses, what characters, right?
Okay.
So they have all this data and they want it. They said touch of deaths. They don't want to make this game about touch of deaths. They want them to happen, but they want them to be rare.
Gotcha.
So they're listening because they want the game to be fun. They see like, hey, yeah, we see the 30-second combos. We see players aren't liking that. We hear you guys about the controls. Because my first thoughts or my negative thoughts about the game are the same thing that every other content creator's come out and said.
Yeah.
And I've been like, thank God it's not me.
Yeah.
The controls are hard to get used to because it's different because of the Special 1, Special 2. Trying to figure out what buttons to do my layout on my hitbox was hard.
I hate that.
Because I'm used to playing Marvel, I'm used to playing light, medium, heavy, a tag button, and then I can cancel specials and whatever, and just use these 4 buttons. So it's just really simple for me. So I having to unlearn that. Touch of death, learning the combos, and of course the damage is crazy. Like some characters seem a little overtuned than others because it's the alpha.
Yeah.
And then the other one was being overwhelmed with the amount of systems you have to learn, and you have to learn how to play again with a new, different control style. On top of the game is just frantic and fast-paced and crazy.
Yeah.
So my biggest concern is, dude, this is going to turn off new players big time because they're going to go in and they're going to get they're going to go and be like, oh, I can play with my friends, and they go online and they get bodied by a 30-second combo. It's over. That's kind of the reason why I stopped playing Dragon Ball FighterZ.
And I've said this on the show many times too. I was like, there's a lot of games that ain't for me. And a lot of those games are still very popular and they earn millions and billions of dollars, right? So just because old Nesto doesn't like it doesn't mean it's not a good game.
Yeah.
Same thing for Dirrty Lo. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just might not be the game for us. I still have yet to see because I haven't got to sink my teeth into the game yet. So we'll see. I'm just reporting to y'all. We're just reporting to y'all what the streets is saying right now. But still very early stages. How y'all feeling about the game? Let us know. That it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is Sunday. I'm going to do my best to post tomorrow, but if not, we'll definitely post the next day, which means it'll be HT.
Oh, HT.
Once
I'm going to
again.
be here for HT.
Yeah, we gotta have Dirty Lo on them HTs,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for everything. As always, we don't know what it is, but we know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
But either way, we'll get into that and we'll get into some hot takes.
Hot takes? I love me a hot take.
Yeah.
I got a lot of them, bro. I like my takes like I like my food. Piping hot, right out the oven. I'll eat a slice of pizza right out the oven. People are like, you could just put that right in your mouth, right out the oven. I'm like, yes, I take it hot. You don't like it hot? This man likes his food cold. Cold chicken breast, disgusting. You're like an old man. Old cold cereals. Just cornflakes, no sugar. A little cream of wheat, no butter. Little cream of wheat made with water. With water! He didn't even use milk.